Hello everyone, Kay again, and I'm on a bit of a roll now because I need to do a bit of catching up. This is another gift that I received through the post from a very special lady, and anyone that knows this lady will immediately recognise the work. Oh, she's so clever. And a lot of you will already, I am sure, be subscribed. It's the lovely Betsy Doodle. Noodle, Betsy Doodle. Oh, Noodle, thank you so much. These came through the post a couple of days ago and I really wasn't very good at all. And I'm afraid to say I had a bit of a blub because Noodle and I have known each other all the while that I've been on Facebook anyway, and that's probably about 7 years now. And we do try and send a little something to one another when we can. Nothing very big and outrageous. It's just a, you know, I'm still here and hello kind of thing. And Noodle at the moment has been using up her painted papers, of which she has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and she's been making these lovely postcards. So I will leave a link to Noodle's challenge underneath this video so you can go along and check it out. Noodle is a bit like me, and she gets her head on where she has to have a go at something and it all turns into batch making and then goes on to other people. This is another little ATC which will go into my collection, and it just says friend on the bottom here. She's clearly used some of her handmade washi tape. Noodle is extraordinary because she throws absolutely nothing away. She utilises as much of what she has to create and move forward with things, and has always done so and come up with some pretty blinking wonderful things en route. So I'm always happy to see when she's put a video up. She's a very active lady in the community and always comes up with new things, from knitting to a bit of crochet to her creations like this, then journaling, junk journals, whatever grabs her attention. If she likes it, then she goes and has a little play with it. She also tea and coffee stains all her own papers, and it's a real production line. Very, very clever lady. And it's shown me a few shortcuts over the years, I can tell you. Well, what Noodle also does is have a crafter of the week. And one of the ladies she chose was Susan Van Nye, who is currently doing a challenge, but it's not a very strict challenge. The idea is that you alter a pack of playing cards in your own time, whether that takes you 6 months, 6 years, whatever, as long as you keep Sue informed as to what your plan is. If you drop out to come back, then that's fine, but clearly if you put videos up, she would like to be tagged in them so that she can see who's taking part in the challenge. And Noodle just not a few weeks, maybe a few videos ago, I'm going to say, and we'll try and link below, started her altered playing card journey. And I thought, right, I really like the sound of that, because it is something that you can pick up and put down when you like. Rather like the ATC, you have a structured area to work on, so they will all ultimately be little works of art in their own right. And the only thing you sign up for really is to say that you're going to alter some playing cards, and then move on from there and do as and when you like. So I started, and I'll show you what I've done. I've not got very far, but I shall go back into it, probably not until the new year now. And the storage thing is one of these clip ring things, I don't know what you call them, a binder ring. Very, very easy to find on eBay. Then you just want a cheap pack of cards, nothing too special, because at the end of the day you're just going to alter them and put your own stamp on them. And what I've done here is a napkin, having put a little bit of gesso on the base of the card, and it just says "Be joyful" with the poinsettia and some Christmas berries. On the back here is a bauble that I cut out from something else, because you really do put into it and onto the playing cards whatever it is that grabs your fancy. It doesn't have to be too much. If you don't want to put anything on the back, that's fine too, as long as it seems the playing card is altered. So that was my first one. I then went on to do this one, and it's a bit kind of decoupage-y. It was a set that I bought, and it's stickers, but having painted over the card, you can see the card in the background, but to be frank, I'm not particularly worried about that aspect of it. A little butterfly, a little bit of bling, and then on the other side is one of the other stickers on the craft card, the balloon. But you can see these do not take hours and hours to put together, and it's actually quite relaxing and a nice way to use up bits and pieces that are on your desk. That's another one from the set, and that's another one there with the little armchair on it, and the sunflowers. Again, you can just catch the corner of the card there underneath the gesso. And then the final one I did was this one, and it just says "Celebrate the Season," and again it's that same napkin, and I've just Mod Podged it onto the card, and then done a little bit of collage on the back with the poinsettia, 3 little baubles and the little birdhouse there. But that is the first of my venture into the altered playing card pack. Clearly with 52 to do, I've got a long way to go, but as I've already explained, it is something that you can pick up and put down as you please. There's no pressure to it, as long as you let Suvan9 know that you are taking part, so she can keep a little eye on who's doing what and who is interested in taking on her challenge. So if you are a little bit stumped with your creativity and that kind of thing, this is another great way to give it a boost, because you have several small areas to work on, and it just feeds your imagination and gets things moving again when you've found yourself in a bit of a slump. So again, I will leave these 2 ladies' videos channels below, and hopefully you'll go along, say hello and take part if that's what you'd like to do. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Take care everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.